PaperBoy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now, if you guys can recall, when Crip Mac got sentenced, Wack100 was on his own platform, and he said the only reason that Crip Mac got a sentence that small is because he was snitching. And Crip Mac was asked what was his thoughts on it, and he gave his thoughts on it, so let's get straight into it. Now, before I break down the whole situation, Crip Mac was asked himself what was his thoughts on what Wack100 said. So let's listen to it before we elaborate on it.
Never did that a day in my motherfucking life. Never.
Now, Crip Mac told Wack100, instead of assuming that I'm a snitch, you got my information and all you gotta do is look up my paperwork. And he guarantees that he ain't gonna have nothing regarding his name telling on anybody. Now, Crip Mac said as far as his section goes, which is the neighborhood 50s, they don't get down like that. And anybody that's a snitch or a buster is not welcome to their community. That's when the guy who interviewed Crip Mac finally admitted that Wack100 didn't necessarily call him a snitch or a rat, but he did say for a person that has that many priors, Crip Mac pretty much got a good deal. Now, Crip Mac responded back by saying all his previous Billy Western cases were all non-violent, and he said keep in mind they got a new gun law which is under 922G, and Crip Mac said if it weren't for his multiple Billy Western cases, he could have been out in 1 year. But he said the reason why he got that time is because he was already out on probation, and he just recently got out on a burner charge before this one. Crip Mac said after the court seen that, they had to give him 3 years. And Crip Mac said while he's serving the rest of his time, he's gonna be in GP, or general population. Then Crip Mac was asked how did he feel when China Mac didn't show up to his sentencing. And Crip Mac responded back by saying China Mac's doing things across the world, and as far as him and China Mac goes, they on good terms. And he says for the content that he did with China Mac is still sending him the increments that they're making off of it. And Crip Mac wanted everybody to know that China Mac is fair business, and he ain't shady and conniving like Christopher Lovejoy, who pretty much try to run his YouTube page and take all his increments. But Crip Mac said when he comes home, he's gonna try to focus on him, and he's trying to do a solo album, which is like country music blended with hip hop. Now, Crip Mac said his goal when he comes home is to make 55 million. But it's not just for himself. He said he got a baby girl as well as Juicy Drina to look after, and he got to make sure that when his baby girl gets older, she don't gotta depend on nobody because her increments is already straight. But the one thing I salutes up to Crip Mac is, he said when his daughter gets older, he's gonna teach her how to give back to the less fortunate, so she can continue on with his legacy when he can no longer do it. Now, the last thing that Crip Mac was asked was how does it feel to be a neighborhood Crip and get locked up in the enemy's dorm? And he said there's nothing to think about, you just go in there, get your fades out the way, and earn your respect. And he said a lot of people doubted him on his cripping, and when they see him on social media, he's just a gimmick. Until they see him locked up in there with them, then they realize that he's really a nifty nickel. And he stands on his cripping as well as his sisness. And he told Wack100, ain't nothing Muslim about me. When he got locked up, he went in there at 55th Street Crip, and when he comes home, he's still gonna be that. Because if you guys can recall, Wack100 said that he bets when Crip Mac gets locked up in the feds, he's gonna turn Muslim. But Crip Mac wanted to make sure that he let the world know that he's 5'5" Crip till the day he died. Now, salutes up to Crip Mac, because he looks like he's still in good spirits. And hopefully when he gets home, he continues making his bag, because it's not about him anymore. He got a baby girl to look after. But y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. PaperBoy News stand. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there. Count.